What's going on YouTube? It's your boy kevOzilla back with another settings video. In this video I'm going to be going along and bringing you guys my settings, showing you guys my exact setup to the team, my settings and everything. Going to show you guys also my in-game settings and show you guys in-game exactly what it is you really need to make sure you copy and paste, what you're going to have to match accordingly together with the game pack. All right, now first up I'm going to go ahead and do the strike pack, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the Zen strike pack. Of course, jumping straight into it, we are talking about the Warzone game pack. All right, this is specifically for Warzone. The Call of Duty Vanguard based game pack, I recommend only using this for Vanguard multiplayer. If you're trying to drop V2, whatever, it's just multiplayer, rock this. Okay, even in zombies, rock this. And Warzone, if you're on the strike pack, rock the Warzone game pack. Trust me, it works perfectly. All right, it works perfectly. I've been bringing you guys and finding, tons of different profiles and values that works perfectly with Vanguard weapons. Right, specifically talking about the strike pack. Right, after this I'll explain and go over in the Zen. Right, so please follow along. Now, of course, these are my settings. These are going to be all my go-to settings. So, I mean, feel free to copy and paste and try them out. But again, my settings are my settings. They're not for everyone. But take everything I say with a grain of salt and just follow along and understand and, try to comprehend everything I'm saying and enjoy the breakdown and learn the knowledge like that, how to go about setting up the settings with these game packs and, of course, matching them with your in-game settings. All right, again, first is the strike pack, so let's continue. Right here, button layout, matching game. So all these, you already know, if it says matching game, please match your game. And again, I'm gonna bring you guys to the in-game and show you guys exactly what options and settings you're gonna really need to match. Okay, so your boy plays at 6.6 sensitivity, and by the way, click the description down below and check out my in-game settings. They're gonna be there in all my videos. Right, so whenever you have a question about my in-game settings, be sure to check them. So 6.6, 5 dead zone, right? See dead zone right here, 5. I play at standard curve type, right? I know a lot of you guys play dynamic. That makes a huge impact on your anti-recoil, okay? So I play standard, right? You're gonna wanna match your in-game settings completely. Global mods, your boy only rocks number 7. That's HT and SC. That stands for head triggers and slide cancel. So if you want slide cancel to be effective in this game pack while you're playing, you're gonna want number 7, right? Don't worry about the other two. Anti-recoil, all right, mode. I like the quick edit. I showed you guys time and time again in all my other videos how to do it in game with the strike pack. You already know. L2, R2, up and down on the D-pad, right? Up is going to bring the gun up. Down is going to bring the gun down, right? Obviously, it's going to be different at the Zen, but I'll get to the Zen. Completely ignore this. Anti-recoil aim smoothing, leave it on standard. Honestly, I found no difference between alternate and standard. Maybe they are working on this more since it's still in beta. Maybe not. I don't know. But just leave it on standard. Now, aim assist intensity, the thing that a lot of you guys still are confused with. Guys, leave it on 15. 15 is the default, right? It's a perfect number, right? For the majority of us, it's perfect. Leave it at 15, right? That's the sticky aim. When you ADS, and it's going to follow your target, but it does not work while you're firing your weapon, okay? Aim assist, drift correction, and this right here, strength, just leave them on 0. Don't even waste your time. Don't worry about them, okay? Profile switch mode, manual. I'm gonna explain these two real quick. So you have manual and you have weapon swap, or weapon swap PS4 style light bar. Manual is whenever you're swapping weapons, or whenever I swap weapons from a primary to my secondary, I will have to press the whole touchpad and press triangle for my primary or circle for my secondary. That's gonna load up these two, the green and the red, indicating by the button. So triangle is green and circle is red. Right, these are weapon profiles. You're gonna have them along with their own anti-recoil strength, and then of course you want aim assist disabled right here. But fire mods, I don't normally mess with any of these. You could go ahead and put like ping on fire and stuff like that, but I just leave it on disabled. Same exact stuff for my secondary. All right, aim assist disabled. Now let me go back and explain automatic real quick. So automatic, pretty much when you press triangle, it's gonna automatically swap for you. So like that, for example, you can have your primary set up to like whatever value you have it. Let's say a 105, and then your secondary, you're running like MP5 overkill or whatever have you, and it's like, for example, 87. So whenever you press triangle, if you're automatic, it's going to automatically swap to that secondary with that value. Okay, so it could be a bit tricky. To me, having automatic messes me up sometimes at times, putting on armor plates and stuff like that and sweating, and I do still press I still do the whole YY thing, triangle. It's just a habit. So for that, to avoid all the headaches, I just leave it on manual, right? Fast reload disabled, for the love of God, leave it on disabled. But also what you get in here is auto hold breath. So if you want auto hold breath, if you're a sniper, just leave it on fast reload disabled. and you will still have auto hold breath when you are using a sniper. Just make sure that you have that sniper selected in one of your loadouts or one of your weapon profiles. Okay, now move it on quickly. Class 7, class 8 is going to be the paddle mods. Left paddle, right paddle for the Dominator. Okay, you can have slide cancel here on the left paddle or whichever have you on the right. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes I like to just leave it on disabled because I just like to have one paddle free so I can map it to whatever I wish. But I know a lot of you guys leave it on slide cancel, so you would want one of the paddles to be slide cancel. The other paddle, for me, my right paddle, I like to have it on turbo paddle, and that's always my X. And when I hold down on it with X, it's going to automatically spam X, kind of like automatic bunny hopping. Just makes it easier instead of just spamming, you know, X all the time, or instead of just like spamming the right paddle. Just hold it down and it's good to go. These two, 9 and 10, are just the extra buttons that you will find on the Eliminator. So if you're not rocking the Eliminator, you just got the Dominator with the 2 paddles, just disregard these, leave these on disabled, and that's it. And these are the 5 loadouts that you will have, each with a primary, secondary, each with their own anti-recoil value. Okay, bringing the number to the right, okay, it's going to bring the gun down. All right, this is bringing the gun down. All right, decreasing the number, it's going to bring the gun up. Okay, it's going to bring your bring the anti-recoil up, or bring your recoil up. Left brings it up, right brings it down. You're going to have a primary and secondary. Each loadout, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each with their own value, primary and secondary. Now, let me explain real quick how to go about selecting in-game your loadouts with the strike pack. You're going to want to press and hold the touchpad and press and hold L1 for a second. You're going to feel the controller start to vibrate. Then you will navigate, starting from your first loadout, navigate using the D-pad. So you will go down. Every press you go down, you're going down, let's say, to your second, third, fourth, and then you will just press X. Once you press X, you will feel that hard vibrate, and the strike pack now loaded up that specific loadout. Okay, hope that makes sense. Now on the Zen, it's a bit different. On the Zen, you're gonna press and hold the touchpad and press and hold L2 for a second instead of L1, L2. But it's easy on the Zen because you're able to look at the LED screen. All right, now speaking about the Zen, let me go ahead and close this. Boom. All right, let me go ahead and close this. Boom. But before I get to the Zen, let me show you my actual controller settings right here. From the controller configurator right here. Well, the remapper, right? All right, I don't remap anything here. Right here is where you're going to want to permanently disable rumble. Make sure that's checked, and make sure mirror advanced settings is checked as well. And then just save settings to strike pack, right? That's how you go about, you know, never feeling vibrations while using the strike pack. Now I'm going to bring you guys to the Warzone Essentials Pro game pack. Now these rest of these game packs, disregard them, but I'm just going to explain real quick. This one, Call of Duty Vanguard Community Game Pack, it is currently in the works of being, you know, updated and stuff like that. Now I do use this one just like I use on the strike pack. I use the base game pack for Vanguard multiplayer when I'm getting V2s. I do use this Call of Duty Vanguard Community Game Pack for multiplayer only. I do not use it for Warzone. Even if I'm rocking Vanguard weapons in Warzone, I use the Essentials. Essentials is pretty much copy and paste just like the Warzone game pack from the strike pack. From my past, it works great. Trust me, it works great. Now I'm going through the settings. Same old, just like I just finished showing you on the strike pack. You're going to want to copy and paste your in-game settings. Curve type standard, everything remains the same. Aim assist enabled, 15. Auto hold breath enabled. Block rumble, rumble's off. It's a little different than the strike pack. Here, each individual game pack, there's going to be a section where you can block the in-game rumble. But your in-game rumble, your actual in the settings has to be enabled. And I'll get to that right after this. Fast reload disabled. Hair triggers, both triggers. Slide cancel enable if you want slide cancel to be a thing while using this game pack. Of course you do. ADS anti-recoil quick edit. Weapon swap mode manual, but again, you can also have it automatic, but you guys already know how I feel about that. Now, active primary weapon, secondary, just pretty much the weapon profiles. Same thing like I showed you in the straight pack. These is just, see, green triangle for primary, red circle for secondary. Then we have the loadouts. But on this game pack, we have 10. Which is 5 extra more, each with their own primary and secondary. To me, that's a little overkill. That's a little too much. I honestly only use like the first 2 or 3, to be completely honest. But that's just me. And the same thing will go about here, right? For the values, again, increasing it, right, will bring the gun down. Decreasing will bring the gun up. Okay, but all this you can adjust straight from the LED screen on the Zen. You don't have to like always constantly come on here. You can do it right straight from the Zen, unless you want to do it here and you already know your values and stuff. Then you're good to go. Just make sure you match and you select what weapon you are putting the values for, because you don't want to put values for the completely wrong gun. Okay, and of course for Vanguard weapons, I am currently covering them, so just watch out for that. Keep watching my videos for them, right? And that's it. This is the setup. This is the settings. Boom. One last thing I want to show you guys before I bring you guys into my in-game settings. Click device, and this is my device settings. Okay, so this really doesn't make a difference. This doesn't even matter. Just leave it on 100. Make sure this is checked. This is checked. This is unchecked. This is checked. This is checked, and this is checked. If you are on PS5, this is very important. Make sure this is checked, right? This is very important if you were playing on PS5. But remember, this doesn't work playing PS5 games. This works playing on PS5, but the PS4 version of games. Warzone is still, technically a PS4 game. So you're able to do that. So just make sure it's checked. Boom. All right. And then you're good to go. Make sure this is on PlayStation 4 and 5. Or if you're on Xbox, make sure it's here. Whatever console you are on, okay? Boom. Make sure this is PS Plus and share. This is just like that. This is remote change. Just pretty much if you press the the PlayStation button, the home button, plus the share button, it switches game packs for you. But I never really use this because my Zen is like right next to me, so I could just press it. I'm not that damn lazy. But anyway, yeah, and that's it. Set everything up like this. Programmer, I already showed you how to set up the game pack, and you're good to go. Now, I would just click the play button just to make sure everything saves and everything is smooth. And let's go to my in-game settings now. All right, so here we are going to be showing you my in-game settings, my exact controller settings. Right now, a lot of these settings matter, but then most of them don't. Usually the ones on the bottom doesn't really matter. Now first, we got the button layout. I play standard default everything like I said. So if you play anything else, you're gonna want to match it. Of course, match it with the game pack. Right. So like I said, get your phone, take a picture, a screenshot, whatever have you, and just go back to the game pack and just match your settings. Right. I'm gonna show you which ones you are going to have to match. So you're gonna have to match these right here. Boom. Right here, left stick, minimum input dead zone. I like to have them both 5. You don't have to. This only matters the right stick, but my OCD, I like to just have them both at 5. I know there's no, decimals and stuff like that. And the game package, just whole numbers is 5. So common sense, just 5. Just leave it at 5. But like I said, you don't have to have just the left stick at 5. I just like to see it even when I go into my settings. All right. 1-1 for the dead zone for the left stick and right stick. For the max input, 6-6. I play 6-6. So if you play any other number, you gotta match them. So if you 8, you gotta match them both 8-8, 7-7. And like that. You can't have like one greater or lower than the other. They both have to be identical. Okay. 1 ADS sensitivity multiplier off. My curve type is standard. Control vibration has to be enabled. It has to be enabled in order for the mods to work correctly. Okay, guys? A lot of you guys, I would say 99.9% of the time, come to me and your issue would be your control vibration is disabled. I ask you guys to send me a screenshot of your settings. I look right there. I'll be at my phone. I see your control vibration is disabled. I'm like, there you go. Just make sure it's enabled. I already showed you guys how to go about, making sure that you don't feel no vibration using the strike pack and the Zen. Right? Aim assist standard. And the rest doesn't really matter, I would say. The rest is just history. All right, guys. So that's it. This video helped you out. You already know what to do. Smash that like button for your boy. And as always, till next time.